Thank you, Angela. The push for school choice rising across the country, with the majority of parents who say it is their right to determine the best educational environment for their child. Joining us this morning to discuss is guest faculty at the Leadership Institute School Board Programs and CEO of Optima Ed, Erika Donalds. Great seeing you, Erika.
Well, it's great to be with you.
Thanks for joining us. I want you to talk very quickly about universal school choice and the impact it's already had across the country.
Well, the greatest impact of universal school choice, and here we're in National School Choice Week this week, where we celebrate parents' ability to make these choices for their children and find the very best school. The biggest impact is in households like mine and families that I hear from every single day, whether it's at the Leadership Institute or in one of our Optima Ed schools. Parents who needed a different option outside of their zone public school and maybe couldn't afford private school, or the government funds allowed them to be able to choose private school or maybe a charter school or a magnet school. There are tens of thousands, in fact, just in Florida alone, 1.6 million parents who are making a choice outside of their zone public school. And they're doing that because they care about their children and they want them to get the education that suits their needs and is going to help them thrive and succeed.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because Florida has been a key leader in all of this, really improving access and affordability of school choice. Tell us about the reforms specifically in Florida and how they have changed the academic outcome for students.
Yeah, Florida was named by the Heritage Institute as the #1 state for school choice. And that's because we have had many programs that allow parents to exercise this right over the years. Charter schools have been around in Florida for 25 years. And our Department of Education measures their performance every single year, including 96 different measurements of academic performance, whereby those charter schools outperform district schools 81 out of 96 of those measurements, including reading and math performance, closing the achievement gap, and more, including that also disadvantaged groups are performing better in charter schools in many of these measurements. So that's where you can see the academic performance really outpace that of district schools. And again, it's because parents know what is best for their children. They are choosing these schools because they believe, and the evidence shows, that they're working better for them academically.
Yeah, that's impressive, those numbers there. A big game changer also, Erika, has been Education Savings Accounts, or ESAs. What is this program? How does it work?
ESAs are a game changer for families, and many states are now passing them universally, including Arizona and Florida. Well, it gives a private account to our families, government funded, and those accounts generally can be used on multiple things, including tuition, textbook, curriculum, tutoring if that is needed, any therapies that students need. So this is a brand new type of program. It's not something that has been tried. However, private school scholarships have been around a long time here in Florida. Those who have been taking advantage of private school scholarships are 40% more likely to go to college, 20% more likely to achieve a bachelor's degree. Giving more of these private school scholarships and education savings accounts that have that flexibility to parents, we're going to see more innovation come about in the marketplace, more of these services in schools offered to parents as they have this ability to use those funds for the things that they think their students need.
13 states have enacted this education savings accounts and in some form in the country, but why aren't we seeing this across the country?
Well, that's a very simple answer, and it's politics, right? Politics driven by teachers' unions who are vehemently opposed to any school choice programs, especially ESAs, like I said, because they're such a game changer for the education industry and put the power in the hands of parents. Teachers' unions have depended upon the government to prop them up in this jobs program that we call government schooling, and they do not want parents and the free market to be at work here, allowing for innovation and access to other options that do not have to be unionized. We see in Arizona where Governor Hobbs, a Democrat, is trying to repeal a school choice program that's currently being taken advantage by 50,000 students whose parents have just in a couple of years signed up for that program to use it for private school, homeschool, or other education options. And that has nothing to do with the students' needs being met, has nothing to do with students at all, really. It's all about the adults and the politics behind it.
All right. Well, it's always great to talk to you and to get your expertise on this subject. Guest faculty at the Leadership Institute School Boards Program and CEO of Optima Ed, Erika Donalds. Have a great week. Thanks for joining us.
You as well. Thank you.